Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Colin's Corner, episode number 14. I just made brownies. I'm looking at a spoon. And if I have chocolate on my face, that's going to make the video that much more funny. As I'm trying to be serious while licking a brownie spoon with brownie on my face. So, yep, definitely got brownie all over my lips. This is going to be a fun video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Colin's Corner, episode number 14. I have a plant now. I have a spider plant in my window. I got that today. I went to the Home Depot. Felt like a dad. Felt like a big dad. I also got this spider plant. Or not I have the spider plants there. I got a snake plant. Let me show you that snake plant. There you go. Snake plant. Oh, yes, went to the Home Depot. Did all that and got that stuff. That's great. So anyways, I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about that I could have potentially talked about. I wanted to talk about stuff about like how your perspective changes from when you're a kid to when you grow up, and how that's been in my life. I want to talk about other stuff, but I really wanted to focus in on the unknown. Going into something when you're disagreeing with somebody, maybe assume that the person you're talking to knows something you don't. And Jordan Peterson said that. And that's so true. Because in my own life, sometimes I feel like I go into a conversation or I go into a situation thinking I know stuff that I don't, or thinking that I have the answer when I don't have the answer. And part of that maybe stems from, I don't know what it stems from, but I think that a lot of the time I'll go into something thinking I know the answer when I don't, or thinking I have the answer when I don't. And I think that it's really hard for a lot of people to kind of remove themselves from a situation, remove all their preconceived notions, remove all their, thoughts that they had originally, and then go into it and say, oh, I was wrong, or my opinions changed, or, going into something with an open mind is really hard, because our entire day, we just go about stuff with our own ideas, with our own, assumptions, with our own notions about stuff, preconceived notions, and we just like look at the world how we look at the world. And a lot of times we sit in these echo chambers. We listen to stuff that we agree with. We talk to people we agree with. We hang out with people that we agree with. The stuff we consume. We watch the news channels that we agree with. We read, the articles of writers that we agree with, or we watch only, the sportscasters we agree with. Well, I don't really like Stephen A. Smith that much, so I watch Skip Bayless instead. Stuff like that. We just go into things thinking we know it all when we don't. So assume that the person you're talking to knows something that you don't. And what does that mean? That means that they might have new information that you haven't heard before. That's the only way that your opinion on something changes. Is when someone brings new information to light. Stuff evolves all the time. Your opinion should evolve too. So when you're talking to somebody, when you're having a discussion with somebody, keep an open mind and, hey, this might be something that I've never heard before. And a lot of people say, oh, I've had this conversation a million times with people. I keep trying to convince people they don't listen, they don't listen, they don't listen. And maybe that's because they've heard it all before. Maybe that's because you've heard it all before. But assuming that they've already heard, or you've already heard what they have to say, is just that shuts down the discussion, the conversation, that shuts down any even smidgen of changing your opinion because you think you know. You can't walk into anything thinking you know. You have to say, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe that person's going to tell me something that I don't know. Maybe that person is going to bring new information up that I haven't heard before, that'll change my opinion, that'll open my mind to some new idea or some new thing. That is what is so important when having conversations with people. That is what relationships are built on. It's built on trust that you're going to be honest with somebody, and trust that you're going to try and you know not change their mind, but try to bring new information to the table. Try and show them a different side of things. Play devil's advocate with them. Try and get them to not be so tunnel vision and focused and zoned in on the one thing that they believe to be truth. It's so important to expose yourself to different ideas and things you don't agree with and things that are, you know, outside of what you usually do, you know? Every once in a while, instead of listening to, rap music, throw on some classic rock, throw on some Billy Joel, throw on some Elton John. Why not? Steve Miller Band. Why not? Steve Miller Band's great, you know? But do stuff that challenges your view of the world. Do stuff that challenges what your current view of the world is. Expose yourself to so many different ideas, so many different thought systems and ways of thinking and beliefs. Like we're so tribal with what we think. We're so tribal with the way that we think about things, about, politics and specifically. We all think we have the answers. We all think that we know what we would do if we were president, and we would do it and it would be great and we'd be the greatest ever. We'd be better than Abraham Lincoln, or we'd be better than Washington, we'd be better than whoever. We all think we have the answers. We don't. We don't always have the answers. But we sit here and we judge other people based upon stuff that we might not know. We don't have the information. We don't know everything. But so often we sit here, we're up on our high horse, and we're saying, well, I know more than you do. You might not know more. And that's okay. But you have to remind yourself to stay humble. You have to remind yourself that it's okay for people to have different opinions and for somebody to try and change your mind and succeed. It's okay for someone to bring new information to the table that challenges your belief. It's okay to be exposed to something new. As we grow up, we tend to believe that we have it figured out. Well, I've seen it all. You hear guys say that all the time. I've seen it all. I've been there a million times. I've done it a million times. And the exact moment they say that, something new happens. Something different happens. Something, that they didn't imagine happens. Long-time baseball managers, they sit there, oh, I've been through it all. As coaches, like coaches of any sport, they say, I've been through it all, I've seen it all. And then something happens and they're like, well, maybe I was wrong. I don't know how to handle that. You know, being in different situations, putting yourself in circumstances that aren't ideal, doing things that are difficult every single day to challenge you to grow and to learn, just doing different things, trying new things, expanding your palate, expanding your mindset, having conversations with people that you typically would disagree with. That's where real growth is. And that's how we stop thinking that we're right all the time, that we have all the answers, because we don't. So that was a very long-winded video. I said a lot. I took a long time to get to the point. Part of that is I did have a migraine yesterday and my brain has been fuzzy, but I have promised you guys videos every Friday. And I'm recording this now at 10 o'clock at night because I've been out of it all day. But I promised videos Mondays and Fridays for Colin'S Corner, Wednesdays for the Collective Consciousness Show. So that video will be out tomorrow, or by the time you're watching it today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next corner.